criticism as damage is an important theme here. When I'm critical of anybody's government, and I think most people should be mostly critical of their own government, it is in the service of our democracy, or at least I believe it is. I believe we're being critical because we think we'd like to leave this place better than we found it. And America's history in all these 246 years has 248 has been one of a remarkable, and that's not really fair to call it that much because history in America goes back a lot farther than that, but it's been one of remarkable aspiration toward ideals, including in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, that have never been fully realized. Never fully realized, right? We realized some of it through a brutal civil war. We realized some of it in the early 1900s with suffrage and giving Native people the right to vote. We realized some of it through the Civil Rights Acts of the 1960s. We witnessed some of it through Me Too and through Black Lives Matter, and we're evolving through some of it now. We're not perfect. This perfect union is a thing for which we strive, and we should strive, but we're not there. But the same thing applies to every other country, including Canada, including the UK, including every country that we all report on. That ability to be critical with the aim that things can be better is incumbent upon us as journalists. We have to be able to be critical of our governments or the institutions that we cover, including Wall Street, without saying I hate it. I'm a massive criticism of capitalism as we have it today because it has created an economy in which a CEO earns 190 times what the average worker earns. That can't possibly be what makes sense to most people except for the CEOs. But I still love capitalism. It's still a better choice than all of the other options. But we can make ours better. We can make our country better. We can make every country better. We as journalists can play that role. But the idea that you're critical of the UN, to suggest that would align you with people who hate the UN is antithetical, right? Me being critical of the United States does not ally me with people who don't like the United States at all. It's exactly the opposite. And that's where that groupthink has to stop.